I'm so mad he's taken.
Huh?
I'm so mad he's taken.
You're mad he's taken? Who's taken?
We would look so cute together.
What?
I'm mad he's taken. We would look so cute together.
Get out.
You didn't even see who it was. You're not going to ask who it is?
Get out.
Look at him.
Get out.
He's so cute.
Get out.
No. I'm not going to get out. I'm just mad that he's taken.
Okay, so get out.
Why don't you look at him and you'll see. You'll understand. Now shut my door.
Honestly, I just think it's a joke. It's just a joke. That's just what couples do. They mess around with each other, get your blood pressure up. As long as it's not one of these, some of these modern women do, right? They be talking about, oh man, he's so fine, he's so this, he's so that. That's my celebrity crush. I'm waiting to get tickets. I want to do VIP. I just, oh my goodness, girl, I just want to be in his arms. But if a man were to like somebody's picture and it's not you, another woman's picture to be specific, and it's not you, then all of a sudden it's a problem. So from that standpoint, it definitely is a dangerous game that you're playing.
I have a question for single men in their 30s who have their life together and just haven't found the one yet for some reason. So if I was a single lady in my 30s and I wanted to meet you, where would be the best place to go? Just asking for a friend. Please let me know in the comments.
Once again, men are everywhere, literally everywhere. You're not going to miss them. And men are ready and willing to approach. But it's just that with everything going on, you guys have pretty much ruined that. Not every woman, but some of these ladies out here with the things that they say, with the things that they do, and really honestly and truly how they act, they've ruined it. A man would love to come up to you. There's probably a man out there that thinks that you're gorgeous, man, would love to get to know you, would love to take you out. But nowadays, it's such a huge risk that men, you know what? I don't even want to bother with it. I don't even care about it. Not that much anyway. And so now you're on here asking that question because of all of the things that women have said, maybe before you, maybe right now, and then after you.
If you had to choose between your wife or your business, who would you choose?
All right, let me ask you a question. What is more replaceable, a wife or a business? A wife, they're stout. But a business takes years to build, takes hours and investment to get it to a successful point. A wife, you can find it a red light of stuff.
So you think any girl is a good girl, or like
any girl is willing to be a wife with a guy with money, but no girl is willing to be a wife with a guy with no money. Businesses are irreplaceable. Women are replaceable. And remember, a man will never lose a woman chasing a business, but a man will always lose a business chasing women.
I see where he's going, but I think if you find a good woman, she's going to be right there looking for business opportunities with you and helping you build a business. So in that case, it's going to be harder for you to find a good woman, a good wife. You can find a lot of women to chase, to spend money on, to just mess around with. But an actual good wife, that might be harder to find than start a business.
Hello?
Hi, Connor.
Who's this?
It's Kay. I'm calling you saying goodnight.
What? Are you calling my phone? Don't
Yeah.
you think this is a little weird?
No, I don't think it's weird.
Well, don't ever tell me goodnight again. Only Sarah gets to tell me goodnight, Kate.
I hope the bed bites don't bite.
What? Sarah know that you're calling me right now?
No, she doesn't have to know.
Why are you being weird? Like, what? No. No.
Okay, just don't tell Sarah.
No, I'm gonna tell her right
good
now.
night.
I'm gonna call
Like,
her right after this phone call.
good night. I love you.
You what? Kate!
Do you want me to come in the bed with you?
What the? No! Kate!
Must mess around with each other like that because they playing around. You don't know what that girl is thinking. I guess you don't know what he's thinking either. But y'all play this way. I mean, more power to.
So I'm glad to see other women making these connections and knowing and realizing that Marriage in many cases is and was historically a form of S work. And I say we need to talk about this more because I see a lot of women being shamed for being 304s. Oh, you're a 304. You want a man to fully provide for you. Oh, you're a 304. You don't want to date a man that's broke. You want money. You want to be provided for. Yet at the same time, I see the 50-50 women really getting pimped out. You understand? Like, men will say that they hate 304s. They hate women that want to be provided for. Yet I have watched with my own eyes these same men treat 50-50 women like some real hoes. They will send that woman out into the world to sit up under some other man 8 hours a day working some job. In order for that woman to bring that money back home to him, he got his hand out. Where's the half of the mortgage? Where's the half of the rent? Where's the half of the bills? How is that not a hoe? How are these husbands that can stick their hand out to a woman for her money and try to get some tail from her not straight pimps? Somebody explain this to me.
I actually didn't even know this needed an explanation. I mean, you're sitting in an office building, looks like you're put together very nicely, nice clothes, you got your makeup done. So I know that you have some sort of money, you have some sort of education, but I can't figure out why you're not using that education to think critically about what the answer might be. How is that S work if somebody's saying we're building something together? How is intimacy now, as a regular part of a relationship, now turned into S work? He's got his hand out. He doesn't have his hand out. The light company, the utility company has their hand out. The phone company, AT&T, Verizon, Sprint. Does Sprint even exist anymore? T-Mobile. They have their hand out. It's not the man. The mortgage company has their hand out. You stay in an apartment, leasing office has their hand out. You have a yard that needs to be mowed and you don't mow it, they gonna have their hand out. The grocery store gonna have their hand out. I don't get why this isn't common sense. You guys just really get up on here saying stupid stuff. An affordable payment plan? I.e., I know some dudes that would beg to differ. If you're spending upfront at least 35 to 40K, that's not an affordable payment plan at all. That's actually pretty expensive. What are you talking about? Have to buy the ring, pay for the wedding, and that's not including the honeymoon. And then when we bring children, we got to go get a house, maybe get a car. Oh, while I didn't have a car, he paid for me another car. Oh, I wanted a push present, so he bought me X, Y, and Z. It's not affordable. It's very expensive, actually. That's why you have dual income household. You sound like you actually don't even like let me say it like that. You don't even want to take care of a man the way a man is taking care of you. It sounds like you don't even want to do anything. And y'all keep telling us y'all are the most educated demographic. Where? How? We reach maturity faster than men. I hate to get back up on this hill. I hate to climb on back up it, but here we are again. How is this a mature thought process? How are women maturing faster than men with this type of thought process? This is flat out stupid. You can't. Anyway, next.
You leave me alone. And you leave me alone. You're legit dead to me. Like, I can't believe you could do that. That's crazy. Like, I was legit talking to a guy, and I said, I don't think we should speak anymore. And he goes, okay, haven't heard from him in 5 days. Wow, that was too easy. The fact that your life just went on like that, like I was nothing.
You guys are wondering why men don't approach you, why they don't have any interest, because they don't want to play any games. You know, it's funny because y'all get mad at guys for playing games. Y'all turn off the game, y'all want to smash the TV, y'all want to call guys immature for playing games. Then y'all want to get out here and do the same thing. And then when the guy says, I actually don't want to play games about that. I have a compartment. I have a time and a place where I play games. I'm not going to be playing games with you. That's when y'all want to kick up and start playing the games. When a man says, I'm ready to take you seriously, I'm ready to go further, I'm ready to move the relationship further, that's when y'all kick up and start playing games. That's when y'all want to add a little bit of razzle dazzle, a little bit of drama to the situation and mess a relationship up. And then be like, oh, I guess it wasn't my time. God send me a man. Oh, I'm still looking. He just walked right past you. He was actually in your life and he was acting silly.
I can't chase women down, not because I'm better than them or have an ego. It's for my own mental health. We're in a new age, right? Where women have hyperabundance, meaning that they don't see guys as like, we're like fourth. I think for Zoomer women, we're like seventh most important. And for women past the wall, we're like fourth most important priority, right? We're not as important as we think we are to women, right? If women do not show me that they don't care about being in relationships, right? Then why would I chase them down? I've had women that, offer to take care of my puppy, right? Almost lose him, almost get him killed, and then hand him over to me and say, hey, sorry about your dog, and then laugh and say, I can't see you anymore, I'm seeing another guy. And then a week before that, we were holding hands at a coffee shop. A lot of men are trying their best and have tried their whole lives to be in the top so they can get a wife and kids. And guess what? Women still are not asking for relationships. I can promise you, you can't see this, and I don't blame you because you don't date women, right? But I can promise you, most men are feeling this kind of phenomenon where it isn't until they absolutely have to, women will not settle. We created this. We are the ones that throw money at women. We create gold diggers. We create whatever, right? Because we create the market. I get that, right? But those are your choices. And that's why women are single, because here's the number.
It's a lack of respect. Too many times we see modern women out here that will flip out, that will say and do things and go online and really trying to shame you whenever you do them wrong or they perceive that you did them wrong. But when you say, hey, like this guy is saying right here, I mean, you almost lost my dog. I really love that dog. You almost lost it. You almost took something from me. You almost put a hole in my heart. Like I was almost going to be sitting at the house on the verge of tears. Oh, for a dog? I really like that. Anyways, it's something that's mine. Whether it's important to you or not, it's mine. It belongs to me. Please take care of it. Y'all sit up there and say, I want to know that a man's going to be able to protect me, provide for me, take care of me. He's going to be able to be generous. If I'm going to give this man kids, I don't want to be thinking that I'm going to be out on the street every 6-7 seconds. I don't want to think that I'm going to be in trouble, that I'm not going to have a roof over my head in the next 5 minutes. I want a man that's stable, that's confident, a man that's consistent, and a man's supposed to sit up there and say, yep, yes, ma'am, absolutely, and go and do those things that would make you feel comfortable, stable, like he's going to be consistent. But then when a man says, these are the things that I need in order to make me feel comfortable and stable, you'll do things like laugh and say, oops, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to share all of that. I didn't mean to say all of that. But you just got to understand where I'm coming from. You just got to understand, it wasn't my intention. But it'll never matter whether it was a man's intention or not. It matters what he did and how you feel about what he did. It don't matter if he apologized to you. It only matters how you take it, how you perceive it. Did I perceive the apology to be genuine? No, he's a bum. Divorce. I perceived the apology to be genuine, but then I went and talked to my friends and they said it was fake. He's a bum. Divorce. At some point in time, y'all gonna have to start having more respect for men if y'all are asking for that same respect in return.
So the DL Whisper said the men that they call simps are usually the straight men. And that is so true. See, straight men that truly love women, they're the ones showing up, being present, not afraid to say, I cherish her, I want to be with her, I want to see her win, I want to spoil her, I want to protect her, and love her loud. That's not weak, that's strength. And you have some men especially the ones on the down low. I'm not doing for a bitch. I'm not doing all of that. That's simping. That's y'all doing too much for women. If you're not doing it for women, son, who are you doing it for? Another man? Because it doesn't make sense. Why are y'all so bothered by actually doing the role of a man for a woman? These men will listen to you talk, notice when your energy is off, rub your back, send you flowers, cook for you. Don't need to be begged to act right. Most importantly, they genuinely like women. They're not simps. They're just emotionally secure, straight men. The men that brag about not doing nothing for a woman either hate women or don't like women at all. Talking about I ain't buying her, she can't get $1 out of me. Y'all doing all that for, let's be honest, some of them don't even like women like that. Are deeply insecure and hide it behind that super masculine nonsense. Are a low-key gay and resent women. The fact they can't be true about their own desires. Like, that's not our problem, baby, that's yours.
Somebody in the comments said, why haven't you married a simp yet? Because they're just talking. It's just nonsense. It sounds good until it doesn't. It sounds like it makes sense until it doesn't. And you really have to think about this. Y'all say a whole bunch of stuff. Y'all like to call men a whole bunch of stuff, but then don't follow y'all's own rules. Y'all don't even follow your own guidelines. So what would a man be listening to you for? I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And let's say that he's doing all of this stuff. Again, what would you be bringing to the table? You know what's funny? A man would have to do all of this before he got married. Just to wait and see if you're going to do all of that after y'all get married. Well, you just keep on paying. You're going to get it. You don't worry about it. I got you. And then when a man comes calling, all of a sudden it's a problem. All of a sudden when he said, now I did all of these things. Did you do it because you love me, or you do it because you want something? I don't feel, you know what? I don't feel like doing anything. Wait a minute. I didn't feel like paying no bills. I didn't feel like taking you out. I didn't feel like doing a lot of stuff, but I did it because I cared about you. And now when I need something, when I need help, all of a sudden your leg hurts. All of a sudden your feet are broken. All of a sudden your head you got a migraine. All of a sudden your nose is stuffy and you can't really breathe. Huh? All of a sudden your tooth hurts. Your back 3 teeth, they're hurting you. Feel like you need to go to the dentist? ER? Really? That's the type of excuses you guys are making. Getting on men's nerves, making men angry. Do y'all even like women? I don't like the actions that you're portraying. I don't like the behavior that you're portraying right now. And I think that's fair. Y'all need to, if y'all are going to give to get from a business, how come y'all don't think that y'all need to do the same thing in a relationship?
If you had a son with this man, the guy that you're dating, if you had a son with him and he turned out just like him, would you be proud?
Yep. We're going to reverse that. Now, question for all the ladies. Would you let your son date you? You know, knowing your past, knowing your history, everything you've done, would you let your son date you? Yeah.
And they got to just pick wherever they wanted to sit and who they wanted to start dating. And I'm alone. So many girls. Well, I know we're all like... So the guy's paid to be here. That's what's weird. And there's a lot more girls than guys. So that's weird. And it's not a situation of like where you date everyone and you just say yes or no or something. And then at the end, if you both said yes to each other, you hang out later. You ask to match right away. And you like give the person like your QR code. And then you just like basically ask to match with them. Like the girl, they were saying like, ladies, you should initiate. Like guys love when you initiate. I'm sorry. What?
When y'all don't want to do something, then all of a sudden you can't hear. When y'all don't want to put forth effort, then all of a sudden you can't hear. The guys had to pay to be here, and they paid, and they're there. But when you actually have to step out and say, hi, hello, how you doing? All of a sudden, your mind don't work, your brain cut off. All of a sudden, your lips and your ears, you can't hear, can't see, can't smell, can't talk. Funny how that works.
Boyfriend, could he trust you alone on spring break?
I was kind of dating someone, and he ended things with me, and he had like said multiple times, it was like, I could never, if you're going to Cancun on a spring break, I could never trust you. It was like, my biggest fear is seeing my girlfriend on some interview like this and then hearing her talk about things.
Sup, dude? Sup?
Yeah, and he left me, looked through my phone, and he decided to leave me for something stupid. He invaded my privacy, didn't tell me about it, and then left me while I was sleeping. I was drunk, blackout drunk. He knew my password from earlier, and he went through my text messages with
How'd you get the password?
We were in the car earlier and he wanted to pick music, and he kept putting the phone in front of my face, and I was like, no, I don't, that's dangerous. Here, just put in my password. Didn't think anything of it because I thought he was a good guy. And then when I was, not in the right mental
And yet here you are on the interview that he said that he didn't want to see you on. He said that. And here you are on that interview talking about, well, he did this and he did that. What did you have on your phone? Oh, he invaded my privacy. I think there was a woman that not too long ago, I was listening to her talk about how she had a friend that when the man invited her over his house, he went somewhere, or maybe he went to the kitchen, or maybe he was still laying in the bed. She went to the bathroom and immediately started going through his stuff. And she was like, oh yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. But when a man does the same thing and all of a sudden it's a problem, oh, she found this and she found that. And I'm glad because, girl, you don't want to get down the road and him pull the wool over your eyes. But then when a man does the same thing and he fact finds and all of a sudden it's a problem. Oh, he didn't want me to be here. He didn't want me to do this. Have y'all ever caught up in y'all's mind to think, maybe, just maybe, my man doesn't want me acting a certain way online? Oh, what a revelation. What a shocker. Could it be that men have been saying to us, we don't like how you portray yourself online. We don't like how you're acting. You're not going to be a good representation of us. And then you continue to do what you're going to do. And a man says, you know what? If you're not going to listen to what I say, because I'm telling you, I'm communicating effectively, you just don't care. There's so many layers wrapped up in this interview. I go on for like 10, 15 minutes. But the fact that you guys ignored every single thing that he said is mind-boggling. It's blowing my mind right now. The man communicated what you said you want. He was emotionally intelligent. He said he was vulnerable with you. And you ignored all that. Well, I was drunk and I really didn't want to hear none of that. So I kept on doing what I wanted to do. And here I am on the interview. Well, he told me he didn't want to see me on the interview. And here I am doing it. Here I am sharing stuff online that I probably shouldn't share, trying to expose him and trying to make him look bad. But I want him to protect me and provide for me and be generous to me. Clown.
Men, if you find out your wife is cheating on you and she has a mister, don't overreact. This is going to be very important because you might ruin your family, your house, your children, and lose all of that for what? For something meaningless on the side? Don't confront her. That's very important. What you're going to do is try to change your look. Go to the gym. Look your best. Dye your hair. Change it up. And she's going to notice. She's going to be like, oh my God, is he trying to rekindle our love? He must really love me. You can work it out. And never even mention that you found out about the affair. If you mention it, it's going to look like you lowered your standard, like you're not standing on business. And she's going to understand she can keep cheating on you, right? But then if you pretend you didn't know, she will just stop cheating. She will think, oh, he didn't know, like he's just actually wants our love. So it looks different. She's gonna naturally leave him and go back to you because you're the husband and you are her real love. He's just somebody. She was just like lonely and she wasn't getting your attention.
Is that what it is? She was just lonely and she was trying to get whoever's attention. I really don't care. Listen, if y'all want to play that game, a man would get in that gym, continue to clap your cheeks and another woman's cheeks at the same time. Two can play at that game is probably what a man is going to say. Two can play at that game. You don't want to do this. Is there anybody out there listening to this advice? Is there anybody out there paying for this advice? This is crazy.
Like, it's probably your fault if you think about it. Because, like, if you gave her all the attention, if you went to the gym from the start and didn't let yourself go, she would have never cheated on you. Like, I'm a woman, I would know. If I have a husband, like, I would never cheat on him if he would never let himself go. I have no reason to. Women.
So you're telling us you don't have a husband right now. So why are we listening to you again?
Women are women. Think about what you did that made her want to seek attention from another man. Reconnect with your family and your children.
Yeah, you just talking stupid. Shut up.
He's just short. I mean, you look handsome. For 88, yes. Just not my type. Well, I like men about 6'3", 6...
The elderdacity. 6'3". How about him being alive? You got one foot in the grave. You about to choose yourself into the cemetery. You about to wait yourself into the grave, into an urn.
I'm going to stress you out by trying to keep up with my lifestyle that I already have and am accustomed to. Why? Because if I'm going to these restaurants just for lunch meetings and it takes you your whole check to take me there, I don't want to stress you out. You cannot hang with me. You are still wanting a vacation for the weekend. I vacation and go on holiday for the month.
Okay, so if you don't know who that is, that's Lisa Ray. You must be white if you don't know who she is. That's Lisa Ray. She is a black actress in Hollywood. She's been famous for a very long time, but she's also 57 years old and single. And I think that we can see from that clip why she is 57 years old and single. Look, this is what I have to say. You know what? Have your standards when it comes to dating, have your standards when it comes to lifestyle. But if you're a 57-year-old woman, obviously you have, and you're still single, obviously you have made some choices that have led you to be 57 years old and single.
Would you ever be okay with your woman dressing sexy on a girl's night out with her friends? Honestly, I'm all for it, you know? You can't conceal her to the rest of the world. If you have a beautiful woman, you should be proud of it. You shouldn't be insecure. What's your limits for how revealing your girl can be when she goes out to the clubs? She can do whatever she wants. She can wear whatever she wants. If I catch her sucking in public in front of me, that's a problem. Anything else, it's all game, man. It's all game. She could come out, no bras, thong, fishnets, whole 9 yards. You don't care. If she's confident and you're locked in, y'all are locked in. If that's what makes her confident and she feels confident in herself, I will 100% be supportive of that, no matter what. And to the men who say, you don't really care about your woman if you're letting her come out the house like that, what would you have to say to that? I'll tell you right now, you've never been in a position where you've dealt with a bad, unfortunately. And if you're in the position right now where you're dealing with your first bad, I would tell the guys to lock in because this might be the only chance you get, and you should worship the ground that woman walks on.
Got it. So satire is basically what this is. This is a skit. Thank you, Desirable Truth, for bringing this hilarious skit to us. Bad in the way of bad behavior, bad in the way of bad intentions, bad in the way of acting bad, acting silly, acting stupid, acting like you don't have a closet full of clothes. It's funny how y'all can go to work and act like you have some sense. You can be bad in the great way. You can be bad in getting that bag, getting that money, bringing it in, but you act like you don't have any sense when it comes to dressing appropriately outside of work. When you're at home, all of a sudden you got to show your naked behind. What? I don't need that type of bad. I don't want that type of bad, actually. You need to take your hands out your pockets because you didn't say anything important at all. You probably need to go home. You're probably hungry. You don't have you know what? You need to get your friends to order you some takeout because you don't have the wherewithal to actually know what you want. You need something full, hearty, that's going to fill you up, that's going to get your strength back. And all of that food is going to process, it's going to go through your body, but most importantly, it's going to come back and it's going to make your mind strong again. And so next time you come and do one of these interviews, you're not going to say something stupid like that. You're not going to say something so ignorant and dumb. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for somebody that says, what do you think about a woman coming out here with no clothes on? As long as she ain't on another man's knob in front of me, I'm all good. You know, she don't really have to do it in front of you. You do know that, right? But if she's doing it behind closed doors, that's fine. Man, You know what? You know what? That's not the type of dude that I want to hang around.
There was a girl who ordered $600 worth of caviar on a first date with a dude. And also she was apparently texting other guys while in front of him. So the dude, obviously, he ends up leaving in the middle of the date and leaves her with the bill. And honestly, I can't say I blame the dude. Like, the entire thing could have been avoided if she just would have acted as if she was like in a normal date and not trying to take advantage of somebody's money. And then the girl made a whole video like explaining her side, and she was saying how it was like, you know, the guy's fault because when they went out to dinner, he said that she could order anything that she wanted. So she got the expensive ass caviar. And my thing is, even if somebody says, hey, order whatever you want, why would you choose the most expensive thing on the menu? And especially on the first date, why would you buy something that expensive? Even if someone's like, hey, you know, get whatever you want, I'm thinking maybe get like a steak or a lobster, you know, not caviar. And in her entire video, she just took zero accountability and kept blaming the guy. And then once she realized that the guy left and she had to pay the bill by herself, apparently she couldn't afford it. And she was like, oh yeah, like I don't have a credit card, I can put this on anything. And my question is, if you couldn't afford to order it, why would you order it?
Part 2 of how he flew me to Miami left me stranded with a $1,000 bill. So after he goes to the bathroom, I'm just chilling, like I'm still vibing out. I'm thinking everything's cool. Like, I'm like, maybe he just has to go through something. That's why he was like acting like an ass. 2 minutes go by. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna give it to 4 minutes. 4 minutes go by. So this is what I text him. After 4 minutes, I said, hey, you out the bathroom? You've been in there for a while. You okay? The waiter keeps coming back and forth to the table. He's talking about, give me a minute.
I mean, the fact that there was a whole bunch of other options on the menu and you decided to go for the most expensive one, you didn't even build any rapport. Like, say, for instance, that guy just talked about in the last clip, being a bad bee and acting like you've been with a bad bee. Lock in because this might be the only chance you get. Why are you not saying that to her? Why are you not saying? Why is that not a message that you said you should have said to her? If you know this man, you know that this man has money. Why would you try to spend all of it up front? Why would you put him on high alert up front? Wouldn't it make more sense if you going on a job, right? And somebody's paying, is the first thing that you're going to do be like, oh, I'm going to get that straight up? No, you're going to be like, oh, okay, well, you know, let's build a relationship first. And then maybe here and there, I'll get something like super nice. Only if they're like, man, go ahead and get you something nice. Come on now. Come on now. Had to beg my wife the other day to get something nice. Go ahead and get it. Still didn't get it. No, I'm telling you, go ahead and get it, because I don't want to hear you later on talking about, oh, I'm hungry and, oh, I don't have enough to eat. I don't want to hear that. Go ahead and get what you need right now. Go ahead and get what you want. I don't want to hear it's nasty. I don't want to hear it don't work for me. I don't want to hear, can we go back out and get something from over here? I don't want to hear that. Let's go ahead and get what you want right now so we can go ahead and go to the house. That's it. That's what you should have been doing. No, I don't want it. Even if you did. No, it's okay. But if the man insists, no, I'm telling you. So I really like this. Can I get this? Yeah, go ahead and get that. Y'all talking about communication. This is it. You don't really know that man. Well, we've been talking for 6-7 years or what. I don't care how long you've been talking. Y'all hadn't been talking in real life. So when you get to know each other in real life, face to face, in person, now that y'all have already vetted each other, great, fantastic. You come in there still getting to know each other. You come in with caution. Y'all be telling dudes to do that, right? Man, these men be inviting women over the house on the first date. Man, I'm gonna go in there and rob him. He just don't know. Shut up. You need to say that to yourself. You in here acting on your worst behavior. You don't even know that man. Not really like that. You can go get the most expensive appetizer. Are you serious? Are you serious? Why? For what? Y'all don't even be trying to work in to do anything. Y'all just go straight for the top shelf. Straight for the stuff that's the most expensive. And you wonder why men are like, ooh, I don't know about this one. And y'all find yourself back on the street, back in an Uber, back in a plane, on the way home. You have a good day. Oh yeah, at least I got something out of it. At this point in time, for the headache that I'm saving myself, have a good life. I'm about to go make some more money.
What is so wrong with going for coffee on your first date? There are so many videos on my feed of people bashing on these so-called low commitment dates, and I'm like, yeah, They're first dates. Like if you're getting Netflix for the first time and you see an option to pay for a month versus a year, why would you commit to getting a full year before trying it out? Look, there's nothing wrong with getting an expensive steak if you want for your first date, but it doesn't make you superior to those who get coffee instead.
I think somebody in the comments was like, would you take your dream girl to coffee? First of all, I don't know that she's my dream girl. That's why we're going to coffee to see. We're trying to get to know each other. Do y'all even be using y'all's brain? Number one. Number two, yes, I would take my dream girl to coffee because my dream girl wouldn't be complaining about going and getting a drink and sitting and talking as friends. A dream girl of mine wouldn't be upset and offended that we're going to go hang out and do something together and build our companionship. Please stop talking.
All of us women have the same experience with guys, even though we are dating different guys. We have different traumas, different patterns, different attachment styles, yet we all have similar experiences with these guys. We all get ghosted. We all get treated like at some point in our life. Of course, maybe there is like small percentage of women that will all treat it very good, always, at all times. I'm not discarding that. Yeah, that's possible. But for the most part, we all have literal the same experiences with guys. And we cannot say, oh, I've dated the same guy. No, we've dated different guys, yet we have the same experiences. Isn't that weird? And then they will tell us we are the problem and there's male epidemic. Like, what?
I'm looking at a McDonald's here, rated a 3.4 out of 5. Another one's rated 3.7. Another one's rated 3.8. That one just opened up, so it's probably because it's new. Another one is 3.4. Another one is 3.6. 3.8. That's in a nicer part of town. 3.6, 3.6, 3.5, 3.8, 3.7. Yada, 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 yada. None of these are getting above 4. None of these are getting above 80%. I'm seeing one for 2.7. These are terrible places, but people still go to them. People talk trash about them, but they still going. Reading some of these reviews a month ago. This is one of the worst McDonald's I've ever been to. Staff's not friendly whatsoever. Somebody just rated a 5 4 days ago. A week ago, somebody rated a 1. A week ago, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yet, people be saying how terrible it is, how trash it is, but they still be there. They still be in McDonald's faces getting Big Macs, nuggets, whatever it is. They say the same thing about Popeyes. Yet they be in Popeyes' face. Burger King, pretty much any fast food joint. They say the same thing about them. That's what y'all are doing. Y'all are going in Chad and Tyrone's face, saying how terrible they are, but the line's still wrapped around to see Chad and Tyrone. Know that the guys are not supposed to be anywhere near you, but you'll still be in their face. Don't get it. Don't understand it. And then you'll take that and say, well, all burger places must be terrible. Have you even tried any other burger place that wasn't trash, that had good reviews? Now, that's too much of an investment. That's too expensive. That would require me to do too much work. Okay, well, if you don't want something super expensive, why don't you try to find some of these diamond in the rough places that not a lot of people go to? Those are some really good places that people don't look at, but they're really solid, really good burger, better quality, and the price is not through the roof. No, it's either I go for McDonald's or I go to some fancy burger place where you have to pay a lot of money. And I haven't, it's either going to be the complaint, it's low quality food and rude customer service, or terrible customer service and I paid way too much for a bland meh burger or food. Y'all won't do the research to find local spots or spots in general where the food is good, where you're going to pay a good price for great portions, a small business that's working hard every day to do the right thing, to play by the rules and give you good customer service. They will chase you out the door saying thank you and try to give you a treat. I've been to those places, but you will not go. And it's the same thing with men. Y'all will chase down the broke, bum, hood guys, or the ultra rich guys that don't give a crap about you. But the guy that's doing what he's supposed to be doing, that's playing by the rules, that's working hard trying to give you what the heck you want, you will not even give him a second glance. You will put that man straight in the friend zone immediately, and then wonder why you can't find a good man. You can't find a happy relationship. Ugh, gross.
If I was a man, every woman would want me because I would just love and cherish them and tell them how beautiful and precious they were and kiss them on their foreheads, play with their hair, buy them gifts, take them to nice dinners, spoil them, worship them, and make sure that every day that they knew that they were the most magical and beautiful creature in the world. Yeah, if I was a man, I would do that. It's weird that you men can't keep these women around.
Sounds great, but that's not what's going to keep a woman. She's going to say, this guy's boring. This guy is, I don't want this guy. I want a guy that, actually, I'm going to keep him on the side. I'm going to keep him in my friend zone when I get mad at the guy that I'm about to go date. Because it's not about being a nice guy. It's not about telling me that I'm pretty and I'm beautiful and petting my hair and buying me flowers and scratching my back. It's about listening to me and what I really want. Well, what do you want? I've been sitting up here in the friend zone trying to see what you wanted. Not you. Fine. Great. You want somebody to knock you over the head and throw you through a window. I'm not going to do that. Go find somebody else that's going to do that. And after you get tired of being thrown through some glass and power bombed through a front desk, then all of a sudden you want to come back to me and want me to listen to your problems. Girl, I'm too busy watching TV. Be quiet and get out my house.